Welcome back, and hello, Martians. This is Neo Sailor Mars. I almost started with welcome back to Akash, and I am so sorry. But we're back with Akash. Sorry. I saved over the, backup file again, just in case there's another corruption or whatever. But let's get into it. The hall is filled with sound of raised voices. The elders appear to be arguing about something.
We must bring them to heel. Such aggressions cannot be tolerated.
And there's David Wald again.
It seems to amplify magic as well. I was able to use it to do some pretty amazing things.
It must be studied immediately. Please, give it to my page.
Absolutely.
I go to pull the necklace over my head, but it won't move. Panic rises in my chest. I yank at the necklace, but it's as if it's made of lead.
What are you doing?
It won't move. I can't take it off.
Maybe someone else has to do it?
He takes a hold of the necklace and does his best to pull it off, but it won't move. The elders murmur among themselves.
We shall simply have to study this artifact with your assistance. But we'll need you to come with us immediately so we can ensure it is not harming you.
Magnus's Bake Shop. Or Magmus's Bake Shop. Magmus's Bake Shop is one I pass every morning on my way to class. The samples his assistant gave me were really more of a formality. I always knew it was going to be him catering my coming-of-age ceremony. Before my hand can close around the door handle, the door flies open.
You've come!
He ushers us into the shop and closes the door behind us.
On second thought,
He shoves the door open again.
let the masses see. Those frauds from outside the village. The nerve of them. But I digress.
He leads us over to an array of pastries laid out on the counter.
How did you have this ready so quickly?
I knew it would only be a matter of time before you admitted there was only ever one choice.
His assistant pokes his head out from around the corner.
I've been making these samples every morning for a week now.
Magnus slaps the back of his head.
No one asked you, boy.
Sir!
He bows to us apologetically, then Magnus and disappears back out of sight.
Now then, have a taste.
He sweeps his arm over the expanse of pastries. Despite the growl in my stomach, I try to pace myself. I nibble away at the samples in front of me, savoring each bite.
Maybe I'll have one too.
He reaches for the pile of cake, but Magnus slaps his hand away.
Those are for the lady.
Just say so in the first place next time.
I don't mind sharing.
Whatever, they're probably gross anyway.
Magnus and Ignatius glare at each other while I continue sampling cakes.
Anyway, perhaps you'd like to have a look at some of these designs. I thought we might incorporate each of the elements into your cake to celebrate your decision. Unless you've thought about what you might choose.
Ignatius looks at me with great interest.
I thought I'd keep it a surprise until the ceremony.
There's nothing like a dramatic reveal. Perfect!
Exactly. So I think having all the elements present is wonderful.
Ignatius gives me a disappointed look.
Sorry, Nate. You'll just have to wait like everyone else.
What do you think of this one?
He slides a sketch across the counter to me. It's a small gray cake.
Oh, that one is a bit plain.
But wait.
Oh, that's cool. And I mean that. That's cool. I'm sorry. I sounded like I was bored, guys. I just woke up like an hour or so ago, so I'm sorry. He flips the parchment up to reveal a second sketch underneath. The cake has been cut open, revealing a sort of rainbow of cake and frosting. Ooh, I love rainbow cake.
Oh, how adorable!
Adorable? No, it is.
He twirls his mustache around a fingertip.
Magnificent. Inspired. Dare I say. Perfection.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
I shall begin preparations at once. Please look forward to seeing the real thing in a week's time. All I need to know is which flavor cake you liked best.
I squint, deep in thought. There's chocolate hazelnut, bergamot and black tea, strawberry lemon. Oh god, those all sound good! Ah! Let's see, what would I be in the mood for now? I'll go with chocolate hazelnut.
Chocolate hazelnut.
Excellent choice.
If it were me, I think I'd have liked an apple cinnamon cake. We don't eat a lot of apple stuff back home.
Apples aren't even in season yet.
I'm just saying.
Well, thank you so much, Magnus. I can't wait to see and taste the cakes in a week.
My pleasure.
For the first time since all the craziness started, Ignatius and I make it to class with a few minutes to spare. All conversation stops the minute we enter the room. Rocco and Rowan come flying out of their seats toward Ignatius.
Iggy!
Hey, what? Don't touch me!
Rocco and Rowan throw their arms around Ignatius from either side, sandwiching him between them. Whew, that's a whole lot of man in one place.
We missed you so much, Iggy.
We didn't know what to do with ourselves without you yelling at us every morning.
We tried to do it ourselves, but Rocco's pretty bad at everything that isn't sleazy come-ons.
I swear to every deity on this plane I will set both of you on fire if you don't get your disgusting hands off of me!
That was a really good delivery.
Oh, there it is. The sweet, sweet sound of our darling Iggy's impotent rage. Life just wasn't the same without it.
I know I'm saying everything is a good delivery, but it's really good. They sound like they're having a lot of fun recording this. Or they did. I don't know. Guys, I'm kind of tired. I'm sorry.
Don't ever leave us again.
The boys part for a moment, but Rocco slings his arm around Ignatius' shoulder and speaks to him in a stage whisper.
You were out there together for 2 whole nights. Tell me, darling, did you let her make a man out of you?
Rocco getting under Ignatius' skin is nothing new, but the mere mention of me seems to incense him in a completely new way. He draws his arm forward and elbows Rocco in the stomach hard.
Don't you ever let her name pass through your lips, you lavender prick!
I thought he was blue, but okay.
Ignatius! We're all glad to have you back. Why don't we all sit down?
Fine by me.
Ignatius and I take our seats. Rocco recovers his breath, but not his mood. His suspicious gaze darts back and forth between Ignatius and I. Ignatius has resumed his usual doodling in his notebook. We sit in silence. The atmosphere in the classroom feels a bit awkward. Strangely, Caspian is the first to break the silence.
Did you observe the humans during your time as their captive?
Not a lot of direct observation, but we did get a good look at their village layout and the inside of their temple.
Temple. One would think those lawless savages have no religion at all. Nothing is sacred to them.
Rocco seems to perk up for a moment.
On the contrary, human women are extremely religious. They were always calling out to their gods when
Rocco is interrupted, however, when it suddenly dawns upon him that his chair seems to have inexplicably caught on fire. Caspian exertively extinguishes it, then turns to glare at Ignatius.
You insult your people and the instructors at this prestigious academy when you waste your magic on such trifling matters.
Don't know what you're talking about.
You're the only fire elemental in here.
Maybe it was...
Me? I don't know. I'm sorry.
What?
Exactly that.
I'm just saying he's not the only one who could have done it.
You aren't helping.
Sorry.
Ignatius keeps drawing, but there's a hint of a smile on his face. Before anyone can say anything further, Elder Barasco sweeps into the classroom with an air of urgency. Must have been something to do with the necklace. I feel like I could probably talk them into just about anything with this thing. This is my moment. I I know exactly what we should do. We should... I'm gonna go renegotiate the agreement.
We must make peace. It's true that the humans violated the terms of our pact. They even kidnapped 2 of us. But these were acts born of desperation, frustration, and hurt.
Extra eyes with me. I should take Ignatius. I'll never turn down an opportunity to spend more time with him. Time together. Okay. I knock quietly on Ignatius's door as to not disturb the rest of our classmates. No answer. I cautiously open the door and peek inside. I can hear Ignatius's heavy, even breathing as I open the door. Oops, he's still asleep. I guess it's a bit earlier than I realized. Can't even see him underneath that pile of blankets. It must be fantastically cozy in there. I almost feel bad for waking him. He's going to kill me when he wakes up. It seems like the most effective way. I sneak over to the pile of blankets on Ignatius's bed. There's so many of them, I can't even make out where his actual body is. I choose one end and begin digging until I come upon what seems to be his torso. I lift the corner of his sweater up with one hand and ease the other in underneath, then touch his stomach. Jerks away from my touch and falls off the bed onto the floor in a heavy heap of blankets. I'm sorry. Throws the blanket off and looks around for the source of his misery. When he sees me, he seems almost torn between fury and happiness.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Looks like he went with fury.
I just wanted to cuddle.
Not with those ice-cold hands, you're not.
You don't want to warm me up?
Of course I do. But damn it, you're really pushing it.
I actually came here to see if you wanted to go look at jewelry with me. I need to get some for the ceremony.
Alright, just give me 5 minutes to get dressed.
I should stay here to make sure you don't fall asleep again.
Zircon jewelry. The atmosphere in the village is quite tense this morning. It seems as if the upcoming meeting with the humans has had a chilling effect on the usual morning hustle and bustle. But I did notice a few smiles as we walked through the square, so hopefully things will turn around. Zircon's signs left an impression on me. Even amongst the massive pile of advertisements, I'm excited to see what he has for me today. As we enter the shop, Zircon, the owner, is carefully examining a gem through a lens. He's so engrossed in his work, he doesn't even notice we've entered. Ignatius and I wait patiently for a moment, but Zircon only seems to have eyes for the gem.
Excuse me.
Ignatius and I exchange a look. He shrugs.
Hello?
Ignatius is getting impatient. He walks over to Zircon and taps him on the shoulder. Zircon starts and drops the gem. He's been examining the gem, bounces a few times, and skitters across the room, landing at my feet. Zircon glares at Ignatius.
Look what you've done! Do you make a habit of sneaking into shops and startling their owners, young man?
Hi, Jay Hickman!
Who's sneaking in? We walked in here like normal and tried to get your attention twice.
Of all the rude...
He stops mid-sentence as his eyes fall upon me standing by the door.
Oh!
He seems much, oh god, shearer all of a sudden. He fidgets awkwardly with the necklaces he's wearing as Ignatius and I exchange a look. Maybe better to let Ignatius do the talking. I bend down and pick up the jewel and hand it to Zircon. He accepts it with a bow of thanks and stuffs it into his apron pocket, but he does not speak.
So, we need to get her armbands, a necklace, bracelets... Did I miss anything?
Nope, that's everything.
At the mention of jewelry, Zircon seems to snap out of his shyness.
Oh my goodness, look at me! I haven't even offered you anything to drink! Please, follow me to the showroom.
Okay, I think everything is going to be... No, I'm not gonna. Pulls the curtain to the side and bows low, gesturing with his arm for us to go into the next room. The room is filled with absolutely stunning pieces. Zircon really is a master of his craft. Some of these must have taken months to make. I can't believe I get to wear some of this stuff. Zircon scurries around straightening pieces of their displays and muttering to himself about the state of things.
Dull, haven't been shined since yesterday. What must she think?
Are we still doing drinks?
Oh.
He ducks behind the counter and emerges with some delicate glass vessels and a bottle of something colorful.
This is a special batch from one of our visiting merchants. The strawberries in Rose Glen Village are renowned. It's sparkling strawberry orange cocktail.
I take a polite sip, but I am pleasantly surprised to find I enjoy the drink. The bubbles tickle my tongue, and the strawberry and orange flavors complement each other well.
I'll be just a moment. I set aside some pieces for you earlier this week.
Ignatius sniffs at the glass suspiciously before taking an experimental sip.
This is kind of nice.
I never took you for the fruity drink sort.
What's that supposed to mean?
I just assumed you drink straight magma.
Ignatius looks at me for a moment, then sips his drink.
I mean, yeah, but fruity drinks are all right too.
Zircon returns with a massive wooden chest in his hands.
Just set those glasses on the table over there. My dear, if you'll just come this way.
Zircon opens the chest and pulls out a shining gold set of bracelets, armbands, and necklaces.
Oh my, they're exquisite.
Thank you. Would you like to try them on?
Oh, could I? Thank you so much.
As Zircon and I chat about the ceremonial jewelry, Ignatius drifts around the room, idly poking at a few pieces here and there. After a while, he stops in front of a display of matching wedding jewelry, the traditional headpiece for the female and a necklace for the male. Zircon notices me looking past him and turns to see what's holding my attention. His gaze darts back and forth between the two of us for a moment before he suddenly bursts into tears. He dashes across the room and cups Ignatius' face in his hands, sobbing joyously.
Oh, my dears, how wonderful! Your union will secure the future of this village. No, the entire race!
What? I was just...
And to think you chose my humble designs for your wedding.
I don't know what to choose.
We couldn't picture our wedding any other way.
Okay. I did good. I give Ignatius a cheeky wink. He shrugs.
Whatever my babe wants, I guess.
Now, don't be shy, my children, please.
He waves me over to them eagerly, dabbing at his eyes with his apron in between. He takes the necklace off the mannequin and fits it around Ignatius' neck and helps me put the headpiece on. He ushers us over to a nearby mirror.
See how fine you look.
Ignatius and I lock eyes in the mirror and give him a wink. He smiles at me, but looks away embarrassed. What's he blushing about? I thought he'd be used to this stuff by now.
Oh, but I've gotten ahead of myself. We must focus on the task at hand. Focus, Zircon, focus!
We hear the loud smack of flesh striking flesh. It sounds like Zircon actually slapped himself in the face. Why?
Did you have any questions about the jewelry, my dear? Anything you wanted changed?
Oh no, what you've done is wonderful. It should go perfectly with my dress.
In that case, I must get to work immediately.
But aren't they done already?
Now that I've seen them on your form, I have a few adjustments to make to ensure they'll fit you perfectly. And of course, I must polish them and imbue them with some certain magical auras. Trade secrets, you know.
Thank you so much for your generosity, Zircon. It'll be an honor to wear your pieces.
Thank you, my dear. There is no greater feeling for a craftsman than to see his pieces worn by someone who truly appreciates them.
Hang on. I need to ask you something. I'll see you outside in just a second.
All right then. See you soon.
Such a state.
Yes, Elder.
One day I'm not ready. There's not much time. The march to the meeting place took 2 days later, amongst the most miserable journeys my life. No one said a single word for hours. The humans took their sweet time arriving. Elder Alberfort was absolutely furious at the disrespect. Elder Gren tried to step in and calm things down, but no avail. Eventually, one of the soldiers skewered Elder Alberfort with a spear and all hell broke loose. Alberfort survived, but the human leadership did not. It was an absolute massacre. The subsequent war with the humans was short-lived and they entirely outmatched. But it was not without extensive casualties on both sides. We were left in a worse position than ever before. A tense peace with a nearby human village, but even the dimmer prospects for carrying on the elemental race. We never did solve the mystery of the necklace or its strange power. A few weeks after the hostilities ended, the jewel grew duller and duller, but it eventually fell off. What? No! Guys, I'm gonna leave it here. I don't know what happened, but we gotta fix this. We gotta fix this. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button if you want to become a Martian. And remember to be strong, be confident, and be brave. We're not ending it there. We are fixing this. And I'll see you guys next time.